All right, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we're going to talk about what do you need to have at the gun range if you're going to the gun range, and what you should bring in your range bag. Right here, I have on the handy dandy table what you should bring to the range. And some are optional, some aren't. Some are non-negotiable. Some you just need to have without question. All right, so first and foremost, if you're going to the shooting range, the gun range, you need to have a range bag. It can be a regular backpack. It can be a tactical backpack like this one. It can be your handy dandy gun bag. I know some companies make gun bags, or you can just keep it simple and just like I said, you can just have a regular tactical bag. I like tactical bags because number one, they look cool. Number two, you can put they have a lot of compartments in it. You can hang stuff up. Very durable. I had this one for a couple years. And as far as weight management, they can handle some pounds, a lot of pounds. When I went all the time, I used to see people just come with these crazy looking bags. If you guys don't have a lot of money to spend even on the gun range on a gun range bag, keep it simple. $30 to $50 aside for your gun range bag, because that's gonna come in handy with the other options that I have here. This one's optional. If you're obviously if you're on the range, you need to have a source of power for your phone just in case if anything happens. That's non-negotiable. That's having a phone is just non-negotiable. You need to have a phone just in case if anything. You need down 911, and whatever. But this is optional. You can have. I have a portable bank charger. Always make sure it's charged because you don't want to go to the range without no power. And of course, your choice of cable. But iPhone, Android users always have, my opinion, you need to have a source of power. Have it portable. Let me see if this is charged. Yep, it is. So yeah, always make sure it's charged before you go, just in case of anything. All right, this one is non-negotiable. Safety glasses, gun glasses. This I actually have to replace, but these guys, I've shot, oh boy, I don't know how many rounds so far, but a lot of rounds. And every now and then, some bullets like to fly backwards after they eject the barrel, so the chamber. Some bullets, they're gonna come back at you. I've had a couple hit very, very hard on my safety glasses. I have a mark here from a 45 and a 9mm bullet. I don't know if you see it. This was from the 45. That right there. And then the 9 was right there on the side. But yeah, there's a lot of wear and tear on these glasses, but these two marks I would never forget. But yes, always have safety glasses, and don't be stupid and just don't have them because you can't see. These are clear, you can see through them, and make no excuses. Always need to have them. All right, up next is going to be, this is optional, my opinion. So everything I have here, guys, this is all my opinion, and again, the safety stuff are non-negotiable. The other stuff are they're my opinion, and I think you need to have them. Of course, you need to have targets. And I say it's optional because you could make up your own targets at the range. I know a lot of ranges, they have targets on site, or you can, they have like big pieces of paper. You can just make targets, draw stick figures on and use that as targets. But, spend $10, go to Walmart or wherever else, get you some range targets. The smaller you go, the hard time you're gonna have. But of course, the purpose in mind, guys, is to practice using your gun, or get better at your aim, or knowing how to use your gun, right? If you're doing it for target practice, if you're doing it just for safety, if you want to do drills, like I've done, put some barrels on the field range and have at it. But yes, targets. Always have targets on site and at hand because you got to see what you're shooting. Next one is going to be a flashlight. Very, very optional. I don't know. When it comes to like tactical stuff and like gun range stuff, I always keep a flashlight, even though it's a lot of times it's during the daytime. I feel like a flashlight is just a necessity that goes hand in hand with a tactical backpack. It's like a must-have. You just hook it up to anything. Right there, good to go. And this one has a couple flashes, right? 1, 2, 3, lower light, and then the red light. This is kind of why I keep it. Again, just in case if anything happens, this is kind of like your flag anybody down type of tool. Yeah, And up next, earplugs, earmuffs, whatever you want to call them. Somewhere to protect your hearing and your ears, okay? Guns are very loud. Even the smaller ones, 22s, very loud if you don't have them. You know, this is just kind of like, again, non-negotiable. As far as safety, you guys need to have these. I can't really hear any other noises, but yes. I picked up these at Walmart for like, I think 15 bucks. Had them for like 4 years, and they work like brand new every other time. This is the Dr. Meter ones. You go to your local gun shop, or even go to Walmart, get some earplugs, or even get some over the ears. I kind of like these over the ears because it's not really in the way. I've had earplugs before, and they just get in the way, and you're kind of just fighting with them. These are kind of just like, you know, headphones. Put them on, take them off, or if you put them around your neck, it might choke you a little bit, but they do the job. And a pro tip: do not get in the habit of not having these on just to test out a round, or to test out to see if your gun is to see if it's not loaded. It happens to the best of us. You know, I didn't have these on. This is when I was new to the range. I didn't have these on, and you know, I let off a shot, and it reminded me to have these on at all times. So yeah, do not risk your ears or your hearing for something that takes 2 seconds to put on and off. These are optional. These are gloves. I always recommend 2 types of gloves: very thin workout gloves or tactical gloves. These are Under Armour workout gloves / tactical gloves. I had these for a couple years. This is optional. I think honestly, I would prefer to not use any gloves, but I think because they just look cool, and when you have, you know, the gun in your hand, they just make you look tactical. I sound really corny right now, but I'm a gun guy. What can I say? But yeah, no, all jokes aside, I come to like using these because, as you see there's a tear. You see that little tear right there? That, my friends, was from racking a gun and having the slide hit that. Now imagine if that wasn't there. My finger would have got cut or something, and you just don't want that at the range, especially when you're having fun and you're in your zone shooting the gun. So yeah, I mean, gloves are optional. I like them. That's the reason why I wear them, and they just look cool. All right, so that was optional. This is non-negotiable. Always need to have a tourniquet. I'm gonna state the obvious. If anything happens, if you get shot in the arm or leg or I don't know, wherever else, a tourniquet is probably your best friend to have when it comes to that. Obviously, I've never used it before. I didn't have to use it, but in case of the time of need, I need to use it. I do have it. Do not go to the range not having these or not knowing somebody who has these. And also, there's many videos on how to use these things. It's very simple how to use them. You know, where to apply them, how to apply them, and of course, you see a time here that will help out paramedics a lot. This one is optional. This one is a pocket knife. Yes, pocket knife. We've covered a lot of knives, so not a lot of knives, but we've covered knives in this channel. I want to start doing more knives because it's you know, EDC gear. If you're carrying something every day, alongside with your firearm, pocket knife is obviously the way to go too. Goes hand in hand with the gun. And don't mind me, I have a cold, so I'm trying to do my best in talking in this video. Knives are something that, like I said, you know, you need to have it every day, or you can have it every day. Let me correct myself, because I know people in the comments are gonna be, you know, saying their own little opinions on basically this whole video. But yes, having your own pocket knife, it just makes sense. If you need to cut anything, see, when I think the worst. It's a good and bad thing to do, because the good, I guess, is you're very prepared. You're over prepared. The bad thing is you're distracting yourself with the task at hand, and the task at hand is going to the range and again using your firearm for safety, for target, for drills, anything else. And that's kind of like my main focus. I just somehow just seem to be how I am. So yes, anyways, pocket knives are the way to go as far as EDC and optional for the gun range. This one is we'll say an optional choice as well as a non-negotiable. This is a gun cleaning kit. Now, if you don't get in the habit of cleaning your guns, guys, you guys will come with issues with your own gun. And you don't want that. You'll have misfires, you're gonna damage your gun. Expensive, ammo is expensive. You don't want to let that go to waste. But yeah, gun range cleaning kit is the way to go. Obviously, you have your rag, you have your little cloths to wipe down any oils, all your brushes, gun oil. This is beat up. I don't know how I lost some of it. This has been obviously used a lot of times. And of course, more cloths. And speaking of gun cleaning, there's one company that I like to use, my go-to company that I like to use. It's not a sponsored video. I don't get any commissions. I'm not an affiliate. This is just a good company that I've used and always used. Shooter Lube. Shooter Lube has 2 stages. The stage 1 is a solvent. You basically, it's kind of like the soap to your dishes. The solvent is going to clean your gun very, very well. The thing I like about the Shooter Lube is they don't use any harmful chemicals. And even better, it shows a list here of what they provide too. It's odorless. There's no water. Fully evaporates. Leaves no residue. No harmful ingredients per EPA. High flash point. Non-corrosive. Does not freeze. Perfectly fine for me. And it's not flammable. Stage 2 is kind of your finisher. It's your actual gun oil. That's gonna actually oil your gun, and the oil that I've used on all my guns, there is still some. You can still see it on there. It's not any residue. You just see it's very polished, it's very clean. So if you have one gun that you absolutely use, even your EDC, I highly recommend you guys using these guys. Stage 1, stage 2 goes hand in hand. Read instructions. It's very, very simple to use. And basically with stage 1 is you spray. It comes with a little handle here. You spray it, put it in there, tighten it up, spray your gun, wipe it down, and then stage 2, after it's wiped down, after it's more like on a dry side, you're gonna go ahead and screw this one on, and then add a couple of drops. You're gonna need rags, of course, to oil your gun. Kind of treat it like a polisher. Do not wipe off completely. Just enough so you can see some oil and some shine. And last but not least, you see I have here a gator. This is optional. It's not really something you need to have. I've used these because when I used to do these drills, a lot of the bullets like to kind of come back. And again, I've had my fair shares of guns flying into my eyes and even down my shirt. So having this on, it protects any bullets kind of flowing down your shirt. It's happened to the best of us. We've had a hot bullet go down that shirt, and man, I cannot tell you the pain, or even actually the experience that we have, feeling that bullet. Not fun. All right, so that concludes this video. So far, that's everything that I bring to the gun range. Again, you guys, some stuff is non-negotiable, the safety stuff. Do not try to go against that. You need to have glasses. You need to have at least, some type of earplugs or earmuffs. Seeing and hearing, always protect that, as well as the tourniquet. And another pro tip, guys, do not go there just getting carried away and doing stupid stuff to get yourself kicked out of the gun range. You guys don't want that. You don't want to be the guy to get kicked out because you're breaking some rules, right? The rules are very simple. Look at the rules and just abide by them. There's you can't go wrong. If I missed anything important, then leave your comments down below. If I didn't, if you just have something stupid to say, of course, leave it down below. If you guys want to share more information on what you bring to the range, then go ahead and leave it down below. I'm sure other people could take those ideas. And this is Jimmy signing out. Till next time, peace.